Thank you for listening to English with Monty. For bonus episodes, to test your English grammar, book a free 30-minute trial lesson, or to access our conversation group in London, go to linktree/English with Monty. linktr.ee/English with Monty. Today we're talking about some motivational idioms. Hello there and welcome to English with Monty. We're moving on to episode number 68 and I have Gideon. Hi Gideon.
Hi John. Hello friends. I'm back.
How are things going with you? Are you motivated?
I am motivated, and I know, because you told me before, that we were going to talk about some proverbs.
We are indeed, yes.
And I had an idea that I tell you what I'm going to do, or vice versa, and then you guess the proverb. And our friends at home, or wherever they are, can play along. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. You should be on my show more often. You've got some good ideas, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'll start this. I'm going to set up a new business selling, I don't know what I'm selling, square apples, okay? And yeah, with the millions that I make, I'm going to buy a nice apartment in front of the Louvre, buy another apartment in London. I think I'm going to get a vintage Bugatti. I'm going to buy lots of things with the profits I make. I haven't set up the business yet, but what do you think?
I think it's great. Am I supposed to tell you the proverb now? Or
Yeah, do you know?
No.
Okay, it's something to do with chickens, with poultry.
Oh, okay. Don't count all your chickens
Before they hatch.
before they hatch.
Yes,
there we go.
correct. Don't start planning wonderful things before you haven't even done the work, before you haven't had the success.
I think you were being a bit over optimistic, to be honest.
Yeah,
This is definitely a good expression for you. But I believe in you.
Okay.
With this one as well, could we use don't put all your eggs in one basket? That's a bit different, isn't it?
I think that's different if I have lots of different opportunities, but I only choose one and I invest in just one thing and put all my money in it. You'd say, no, you have to spread the risk. You're thinking eggs and chickens, you're connecting them.
That's true. So it's very different, isn't it? So I have to do the same thing.
If you want, I can give you another one. If you're still thinking, I'll give you another one.
Okay, go ahead.
I got this friend called John. He's a bit of a waster and he hangs around, he sits on the couch eating pizza and playing video games. I've got a friend called Bob. He's a bit of a waster, actually, just sits around drinking beer, watching TV. And I got another friend, and she's a bit of a waster. She just sort of hangs around, not doing very much, watching TV, and they're all my friends, yeah.
Well, you've got a good set of friends there, haven't you?
Yeah. You'll kick yourself when I tell you it. I'm sure the folks back home have already got it, but John's a bit slow.
Well, especially this morning. I did have coffee, but it didn't have caffeine in. That might be the problem. Otherwise,
That's definitely the problem.
I'd be in there very quickly.
We've already talked about two bird-related proverbs. I'll give you the definition. Like all the similar people that stick together.
Okay, so birds of a feather flock together.
Correct. You got it.
So that means you're a waster as well, is that right?
Yeah, that would be the indication, of what I said, yes. Of course, it was just an example.
How does that help motivationally, though? I don't know, aren't we supposed to be looking at potential motivational proverbs for people?
When did you say that? I thought it was just on proverbs. I didn't realize it was motivational proverbs.
No, it's supposed to be motivational proverbs.
Okay, we've done 3 non-motivational proverbs. So now you can start on the more motivational ones. And you could call this episode both motivational and non-motivational proverbs.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I think that's going to work well, yeah.
Which I suppose covers everything. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry, John. Didn't get the memo.
It's okay. Maybe I didn't make it clear. That was the idea because we did an episode a while back and it was really popular and people loved it. And so that was the main reason why I wanted to do something motivational. It's just to G people up. People are going, yeah, I love English and I really want to get really good at it.
Maybe I'm just not the person to ask about motivational proverbs. I'm a bit of a waster. Birds of a feather flock together. You should have invited Sam Altman or Bill Gates or whatever, Elon Musk onto your podcast? You did. They all said yes, but you chose to have me. So what can I say?
I thought you were the better man. You're a realist.
Yeah, I'm not
Let's
the
say
richer
that.
man though.
Soon to be.
Soon to be, yeah, my Square Apple business takes off.
I think it's a really good idea, that business. I like it.
Okay. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you can hit me with a proverb then. I didn't realize it was meant to be motivational proverb.
Yeah, I'll give you something maybe in terms of overcoming challenges. I'm thinking of a proverb that encourages a learner to find solutions and to keep on going, so to persevere in the face of challenges. What proverb would that be?
Keep on keeping on.
Ooh, I like that one.
It's not that one. Practice makes perfect.
I do like that one as well.
It's
And
not that one.
it's not the one. Both of them are very good. This one is just talking about a direction, a route to
It's
get
about a
away with.
step, taking a step.
No, it's not. Talking about motivation, finding the route.
Can you give me a word in it?
Will.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
There you go.
Obviously.
Where there's a
Obviously.
will, there's a way. It's just talking about the idea of if you're motivated in some way, then you can find a solution, can't you?
It's true.
I think if you're demotivated, that is quite a good way of looking at things, really, isn't it? I
It's true.
think
I had a friend called Will once, so I used to say that to him. Can we do it? Yes, well, there's a will, there's a way. If you're there, it's going to happen.
was he a party animal?
It was a bit of a waster.
How do you know all these people?
Birds of a feather flock together.
I'm wondering if you're including me in this.
The first person was John, I said in my example.
You did, but John's a popular name. What can I say?
I guess it is.
Do you want to try the next one?
Okay, motivational one. Yeah, okay, I will. Basically, this one is saying you got to begin somewhere when you start with nothing, but that shouldn't dissuade you. Just go ahead, make your move. It may take time, but you'll get there. I think it's Chinese in origin.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Yes. Oh, very good.
Oh,
Bravo. I like that one. I think it's so true. We always want feedback immediately after 5 minutes, or we want success to come straight away whenever we start something. But good things take time.
they really do, though, don't they? And I suppose with our modern world, I suppose the pressure on things to be instantaneous is more, isn't it? Particularly with language learning. Just
Yeah.
got to keep on going. You've got to make those steps. It's better not to procrastinate. It's better just to make those steps and try and
Yeah,
make them regularly.
exactly.
This one has a financial connotation to it, and it's talking about learning and gathering information. It highlights the long-term benefits of learning, I would say.
Something to do with money.
Yeah, so it's connected to money.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
I like that one, but it wasn't that one, I'm
Not
afraid.
that one.
No, that suggests persistence, doesn't it? I suppose it's relatively similar to the one we've just spoken about, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is talking about interest.
Interest, as in interest you earn, or interest as in interesting?
Yeah, interest you earn.
Something to profit.
Almost.
I don't think I can get it.
Okay, so an investment in knowledge pays the best interest.
Well, that's interesting. I've never heard it in my life.
Have you not?
No. Say
Okay.
again.
An investment in knowledge pays the best interest.
Have you heard it?
I have, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've never heard it before. A very secluded, isolated existence.
I'm wondering where that
That's
comes from
good.
then. I mean, I suppose it's probably in the UK, that's probably not a common phrase, is it?
Yeah.
I've never really heard people use that, but it's a good proverb to think about, isn't it? Because it's like saying, obviously, if you spend the time learning, then it will pay
Hmm.
off in the long run, won't it? You will see the benefits over a longer period of time.
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right. I got one. If you are an animal that can fly, you need to wake up at a good hour in order to get the slimy invertebrate in the mud.
Pigs might fly.
So, an animal that can fly,
A pig, no.
can fly,
Bird.
yes, that should wake up at,
The early bird catches the worm.
yes, you got it.
That should have been easy. You can see what level my brain's at the moment.
Yeah, a flying animal, a pig. No, I know where you're coming from. That's another expression. I think it has two meanings, like literally wake up early in order to have success. I think it's usually used literally
Mhm.
like that. Or sometimes get in early in some sort of opportunity, get in before everyone else does. So it has two meanings. Early bird catches the worm. If you want to get a seat on the underground, well, go to work early. The early bird catches the worm because everyone else arrive late. You won't get a seat.
Well, some people would argue though it's best to catch it just after rush hour, so maybe 9:30.
Yeah, but maybe you have to be in work by 9.
Wow, good point.
Depends
Yeah.
how liberal your boss is.
What do you say to the people that are successful but they get up later?
The late bird catches the worm? I don't know. Is there an expression?
I don't think there is there? But I always think it's a bit unfair, isn't it? Because some people just work a lot better if they get up later and they work later.
Yeah. But as I said, it's not only about getting up early, it's going first into an opportunity. Like if I had bought £20 of Bitcoin 20 years ago, I'd be a billionaire, or I don't know the statistic, but something like that. But if I buy £20 of Bitcoin now, I might have £25 in a few years if I'm lucky, or whatever. You see what I mean?
Yeah, so taking the opportunities when they're there.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a good motivational expression, isn't it?
I
So
think so. It's not one I follow, actually. I'm not an early riser. I am more than I used to be, but I'm not really an early riser.
would your life change if you followed this?
It is easier to get things done when you get up early, I think, there's no one else around. I tend to get up 7:30 and 8, which sounds reasonable, but I think you hear stories of people getting up at 5 or 4, but I've never been one of those people.
I get up about 7. Yeah, getting up any earlier than that doesn't usually work unless I'm going for a sea swim in the summer.
Yeah, at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. for a sea swim, and in the summer that works. A friend of
Mm,
mine
mm.
gets up early, and it's the best part of the day. It really is. It's wonderful, and it
Yeah,
sets you up for the day, actually.
yeah.
It makes you feel good, makes your body feel
Mhm.
alive. Right, this one involves a drink that you might have before bedtime, warm, to help you go to sleep, but you get really upset if somebody knocks your glass.
Don't spill the milk.
It involves some crying as well.
Don't cry over spilt milk.
There we go.
Is that a motivational one or is that just a general one?
Not necessarily motivational, but it's talking about overcoming challenges. I suppose the idea is to think,
Is it?
don't, yeah, because you're talking about not thinking about past mistakes, try and move forward.
Oh, okay. Fair
So
point.
that's the idea of it, isn't it, really? Okay, yes, something bad happened, but don't think about it too much. Don't dwell on it, as we would say. Just try and move on.
Yeah, sure. So just to give the listeners a sentence, so if I said, oh, well, my business, I thought it'd be a success. I thought I'd earn a lot of money, but I'm really upset that it didn't work. And you might say, don't cry over spilled milk, just move on. You learn from your experience and move on. It's happened now.
Can move on to square oranges
Yeah,
instead of
yeah.
square apples.
Okay.
I'm sure there's much more demand for that.
Hmm. But that's my example anyway. Move on from your mistakes.
I think that's a good lesson, isn't it? Or a good thing to keep in mind, because I think sometimes we do get too focused on the past and what didn't happen. You can't change the past, right? Just learn from it and carry on.
Okay, I'll give you another one. This one should be quite easy, I think. And I'll give you kind of a synonym. That is, the best time is now.
Seize the day.
Well, it could be actually. It could be seize the day. It's not the one I have in front of me.
I
Do
don't,
it now because,
no time like the present.
yes, you got it. Very good. Although seize the day works perfectly well, I think. But they both mean very similar things, don't they?
You must have seen the film Dead Poets Society,
hmm
where
A long time ago. Carpe diem, wasn't it? That's
Carpe
that's
diem, yes, to take the moment in your hands and make the most of it, really, isn't it? I suppose this idea, isn't it? It's about to stop you from procrastinating, isn't it? There's no time like now. Let's go for this moment. Let's jump in at the deep end, so to speak.
So you mean don't do something now that you can put off till later?
Opposite, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
my more,
philosophy.
more my philosophy.
Indeed, yes. Look where that's got you.
I should say there's a serious point here. A serious point, which I've mentioned before. Many years ago, I worked on a help desk for a short time. And whenever somebody calls, the thing is, don't do anything for 24 hours. People think, why? That's so mean. Because people call us and say, can you fix my computer? Yeah, can you come and fix my computer? And the problem is that we're sort of understaffed. And if you act immediately, you're never going to be able to do anything. But if you wait 24 hours, then 75% of the problems fix themselves because people work it out for themselves. And then you can just concentrate on the important ones. You see what I mean? Of course, if something's absolutely urgent, then you would go and help them. But most of them weren't. Most of them involved in just switching off and switching on again. Have you tried switching like the IT crowd? Is it the IT crowd? Yeah, that was very true because I work in a sort of similar environment, and it's very true. Can you switch off and switch on again? See what happens.
I think that's the technical fix to it, anything, isn't it?
Yeah, it fixes about, maybe not anymore, things have changed, but it used to fix about 50% of the problems, just switching off and switching on again.
So you didn't get people complaining because you didn't deal with their issue
Of course, you
properly.
had to make an assessment. If something was like super urgent, then you'd go up. But usually it wasn't. It was like saying, I sent an email and they haven't received it. What is it? Is there something wrong with my email? Can you come and check? That type of thing. Why haven't they received it yet? I should get a notification or other things. I can't work out how to do this. How do you make this file go away? You know what I mean?
I bet you were perfect at doing that job, weren't you?
It was about efficiency. Can't cope with all the work.
Probably made you more efficient, right?
The irony in this, I'm sorry to go on about it. The irony is that the people who answered immediately were inefficient, went to work immediately and tried to help you immediately. That caused much more inefficient and many problems down the line. Don't do today what you can do tomorrow. My own proverb.
You're going to encourage people to sit on the sofa. I think there's value, isn't there, in every angle. And I think sometimes with motivational proverbs and stuff, it's a bit too much, isn't it? So I think you're giving balance and
Good,
an alternative option.
good.
So the next one, this one is talking about encouraging learners to find the sheer joy in the learning process.
Something like enjoy what you do and then you'll be successful. That idea.
Yeah, it's that idea. The only way to do great work is to love what you do.
I didn't know that one. I know love what you do.
I suppose we would say love what you do, and then I guess the rest of the expression is implicit, isn't it? We kind of know
Mm,
it, I suppose. I think it's really true. I think particularly with language learning, it's so important to love what you're doing because I think there's always this idea, isn't there, that you have to sit in front of a textbook and learn things off by heart or in a very mechanical way. But really, is that going to truly help you? You need to do fun stuff, don't you? You need to do stuff that really excites you in some way.
yeah, that's true.
What do you do in terms of making your learning process more fun?
The secret, of course, is to find a job that you love. And that leads on to another proverb, which is if you love what you do, then you don't work a day in your life. I really think that's true from my own experience because I've done jobs in the past I really hated. But if you're enjoying what you do, I'm fortunate to be in that situation, then you don't need any motivation because it's there for you because just the work itself is the motivation.
Very much so. I would totally agree with that. I would say for me, that's probably true. I
Hmm.
don't feel as if I work because I really do love what I do. I could have become a millionaire quite easily. I thought, no, I'll help people with their
Yeah.
English and I'll forfeit my Ferrari and big
Mm.
mansion just for the love
Yeah.
of what I do.
Yeah. Good choice. I do remember doing, for you too, I did jobs. I was working in an office and I thought, well, this is the way to go forward. I just stick it out and I get promoted. But it never works. If you hate what you do, it's never going to work out in the end. And it didn't. But when I moved on and started following my own instincts, it was much better. It is possible to enjoy what you do and earn money, I think.
Well, that's true.
But it's certainly less obvious because it's more of an obvious path. Going to something like finance or banking, it's an easier choice if that's your only goal.
The next one, I'm not sure if you get this one, but it's focusing on the value of learning. I'm not really sure whether we would use this in the UK, but I quite like it as a
Go ahead then.
phrase. It basically talks about highlighting the transformative power of language learning. So it's emphasizing personal growth and enrichment in some way. So becoming more valuable, your language learning.
Can't think. It's specifically about language learning.
It is, yeah. I don't think it's something we would use. I'm not sure where it comes from actually, but I quite like it. There's maybe a couple that are quite similar. So to have another language is to possess a second soul.
Oh, wasn't that Charlemagne who said that?
Oh, it could well have been, yeah.
Something like the 6th century.
I think you might be right.
Whether he did say it is another story.
Indeed. This is very similar. So learn a new language and get a new soul.
Quite similar, isn't it?
It's pretty similar, isn't it? What are your thoughts on that? I would very much agree with that idea, as in you feel like a different person, don't you, if you have language, another language.
Yeah, it certainly requires you to think differently and behave differently. Yeah, yeah, I do agree with that. Certainly the idea behind it, sure. Because I think when you learn a foreign language, you, of course, you learn a foreign language, but also you learn a bit about your own language as well. You can see it from sort of an outsider's perspective. I think it's very interesting that it gets you to appreciate your own language.
It really does, though, doesn't it? I think something like that is so valuable, isn't it? Because it helps you reflect, doesn't it, on what is maybe interesting about your own language or the way people think, I suppose, to some extent, isn't it? I think that's, to me, why they talk about a different soul. I guess language typically reflects people's cultures, people's way of thinking, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And by reflecting on your own language, you maybe think a bit more deeply about what your own culture is all about
yes,
and
indeed.
what importance we put on certain expressions, like these expressions. I guess there are other languages with different expressions, and they put slightly more emphasis on certain things that we wouldn't.
Do you want me to give you one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's better and more efficient if you're working with another person.
Many hands make light work.
It could be. Okay, that's a perfectly good answer. It's not the one I have written down, but that's absolutely fine. The one I got actually is two heads are better than one.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Two heads are better than one, especially if you're a minotaur. Is it the minotaurs with many heads?
Is it? It could be. I suppose that's the idea, isn't it? Putting your ideas together, working together in some way.
Yes, exactly. Many hands make light work. That works perfectly well.
I suppose
Yeah.
many hands make light work is often more related with physical tasks, isn't it, perhaps? Is that fair to say?
Maybe, though not necessarily.
It's not necessarily, is it? But visually, in my mind, you've got people in a line passing a box. If you're moving house, for example, somebody stands at the door and then you pass a box to each person, and then the last person in the chain puts it in the van. It could be applied in both ways, can't it? I think there's real value, though, in working with other people. I don't know if you've read about this kind of stuff much or recently. I've been reading about the concept of people studying together, being in groups together, because I think there's always this idea that, oh, you have to sit there on your own, do your own thing. I think having a more social element to what you're doing with language really helps, doesn't it? And maybe bouncing ideas off the other person, but also maybe a bit of accountability
Yeah,
so that you can say, oh, yeah, what have you done? Oh, I've done this. And then you enjoy talking about it and you enjoy pushing each other in a way, don't you, if you do that?
definitely. Yeah, that's learning a language is a social skill. So when you're working with somebody else, that's definitely motivating, very helpful.
Yeah, definitely. This one probably again is a bit more about overcoming a challenge. This is probably not a UK phrase, but it seems to resonate with me. I heard it from somewhere. Being a very knowledgeable man, probably know where it comes from. This is talking about emphasizing mistakes being part of a learning process, and you should embrace those mistakes.
I can't think there is more than one proverb around that.
There are quite a few, aren't there? So the one here is a mistake is to commit a misunderstanding.
Oh, really? I didn't know that one.
It's
That's
not something that's super familiar to me either, but for some reason, it sounds to me like a very universal expression, is it not?
ah,
Chinese?
never heard it before. Yeah, sure, it's true. I think the one I heard, I can't remember something like that. There's no such thing as mistakes, only experience or something connected. with that.
That one makes sense as well, doesn't it? Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that idea. That's it, isn't it? I think so many times you get students, hopefully you'll be able to back me up on this idea, but you really do get students that are afraid of making mistakes, aren't they? And often I find it's because of how they've been taught when they were younger. The teachers dive on their mistakes and this is really bad. You shouldn't do this.
exactly. That's the worst thing. Yeah, you embrace mistakes, enjoy making mistakes because there's no other way to learn a language. There's no way you could just like study and then one day you're perfect and you start speaking and writing. No, it's all about learning from mistakes.
It is, isn't it? I think the fear also comes from the idea that somebody may laugh at you or you feel embarrassed in some way. I think most of the time people are very forgiving, aren't they? They're very nice.
Mm.
They want to help. I think as long as you're giving it a go and maybe even just saying to people, oh, I'm quite new to this if I make a few mistakes, then people are like, oh, no, it's fine. Don't worry. Just keep on going. And
Yeah,
generally
yeah,
people are encouraging, aren't they?
sure.
Great. Was there any other ones you wanted to cover?
I think I've covered most of the ones on my list. Like, if you want more, I can probably find from my head, but those are the ones I had.
I think that's probably more or less all. Perhaps another one, but it's quite similar to other ones. Something that encourages learners to put their knowledge into practice. You know,
Practice makes perfect.
so it's about stopping yourself from procrastinating.
Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today.
I guess we've done these ones,
We
but I
did
mean
that
this
one.
one
We did that one.
isn't so different, but actions speak louder than words.
Okay.
I
There's a
bet
lot of talk, but you've got to actually do the thing.
I think sometimes this is used in a slightly different way, though, isn't it? Often we would not necessarily use it in a motivational way. It is used in a motivational way. It can be used in a motivational way. But I think often we're like, if you're a bit skeptical about somebody, Gideon said he was going to buy me a Ferrari. He's like,
Hmm.
really? Is he? He's a good bloke, isn't he, Gideon? He's very generous and he likes giving presents. Actions speak louder than words. When he actually does it, I'll believe it.
That's
So.
true. Good expression.
How about you? What have you been up to recently?
Me,
Yeah. Anything you want to tell us about?
I've been making some videos on my YouTube channel, Let Them Talk TV,
Oh,
that
great.
you should all be subscribed to.
Any pearls of wisdom on there? Anything that we should be
Everything.
excited about?
Everything is great. It's all
Ooh.
good.
I hear that you've got the Shakespeare one coming out soon at some point.
Yeah, we did one quite a while ago on Shakespeare, and then we left it. It was put on the back burner, to use an expression, got a lower priority. Hopefully, we'll have something. I was in London doing some filming about Shakespeare.
It was a very enjoyable one to do, wasn't it? I'm looking forward to it myself. Thanks very much for joining me, Gideon. As always, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
You've been listening to English with Monty. Thanks for listening to English with Monty. For bonus episodes, sessions with the teacher, and discounts through our website, please sign up at patreon.com/English with Monty. Or you can join us for our English conversation group in London at meetup.com/Monty-English-conversation.